Hello, this is the American Bald Eagle podcast. Hello to all our friends out there. Anyway, we'd like to touch base with some information for you. For all your motorcycle needs, Harley Davidson at Henderson Harley at 1010 Warren Springs Road, Henderson, Nevada. Phone number is 702-456-1666. For all your brand new Harley Davidson and used motorcycle needs, all your parts, service, clothing, or whatever Harley Davidson memorabilia you would like. They also give a Harley Davidson, they give a motorcycle endorsement course for the state of Nevada. You go down there and you take the course. If you pass it, you'll get a certificate. You go to motor vehicle in Nevada and you'll be able to get your motorcycle endorsement right on your driver's license. Okay, don't forget to reach out to them. They will take care of you. And also, we have our Joey's New York Pizza at 11165 Southeastern Avenue in Henderson, Nevada. Phone number is 702-566-1500. Authentic Brooklyn pizza. Yes, and they also have other Italian specialties there. Anyway, for all your pizza needs and your Italian specialties, get a hold of Joey's New York Pizza. That's right from Brooklyn, New York. Okay, thank you. Take care.
School was pretty cool. I got to run the tower crane again. It's a small one. It's only about 100-footer, but it's great for practice. So what was it? First, what you call it? My instructor, he had me grab a choker, wire rope. So it had a choker on both sides. So basically, who the fuck is eating?
Yeah, what are you doing, Russ?
Oh, now I can't even have the goddamn.
Russ, we can hear everything you're doing.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, you can't sit there and start wrestling around with like
you
rappers
gotta be
and
fucking
shit.
kidding me.
Well, look at this is what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, who's doing that?
Yeah, me. That's me playing around. That's how you sound.
So I can't even chew a fucking fortune cookie.
This family's fucking disintegrating.
No.
If you're gonna, I can't be talking because we can't hear shit.
All right, go ahead.
So anyway,
fortune cookie.
Or do it now and fucking just
let me see what the fortune cookie says. It says
eat it quick.
You're gonna have problems eating this fortune cookie when you're doing a podcast. That's what a fortune is. All right, go ahead.
Good.
I thought it was saying.
Here's my next fortune cookie. It's okay. Fuck them two guys.
I thought it said you need to get on the elliptical. Lucky
hey, there's
number.
a good idea. We can ask people, what's that sound?
Yeah,
guess that sound. Hey, that's a fucking eagle podcast. We'll say, what's that sound? That will crinkle something, and then what's that sound? We'll drink something, right?
And then it says lucky numbers 69, 69, 69.
Or what's that sound? Then you can lay a big fucking fart and go, I don't know.
All right, so I'm gonna end this. Fuck.
Are you recording this shit?
That was kind of entertaining.
That's definitely not entertaining. It's not. No,
I think it's funny.
But we're trying to. It's definitely not funny. It's definitely not.
I definitely
you're just one person. Let's ask the rest of the audience.
I definitely want to goof around, but anyway.
You're in the middle of doing your crane talk, so let's start over, dude.
Yeah, your cranium.
So anyway, fucking a choker. So like usually, let's just you have like a rope, and it's the choker. The wire looks like a balloon, and then it goes over the hook on the crane basically for whatever you're picking. So this one, it's a wire rope and it's got a choker on both sides. So they had me take the choker. They'd set up these two posts and they'd tell me, okay, take the crane and swing it so it hits those two posts. just to get a feel for the crane. And then so I would, sway from left to right, brake, trolley up or trolley
Is
forward,
is
trolley
the
back. What's
choker
up?
what holds whatever you have? Like if you have like
Yeah.
a platform down there, the chokers are what goes around the platform to secure it, right?
It's one of the most popular used, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the fucking it's like it's a rope with a loop on it. Looks like a fucking balloon.
So what school you talking about?
Just fucking I'm in crane semester right now.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so hit shit with the fucking choker. So like,
That must have
um
stunk.
what?
You said you had to hit shit. It must have stunk.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one, shithead.
Yeah. Yeah, that must have
um
been a crappy feeling.
yeah.
All right, go ahead.
The brown mile. But so like trolley out, trolley in, fucking hoist up, hoist down.
Do they have a trolley car?
Yeah, so it's a and on because tower crane's a little different. So like you got your counterweights in the back. It's all electric. It's a LeBaire. Uh and yeah, so it's a little
Are we talking
it's a
about one of these really tall cranes? Is that what it
yep.
is? Yeah.
A boom crane, ain't it?
No, tower
Power
crane.
power crane.
No,
Tower crane.
Tango. Yeah. So it's got a trolley on there. So when you want to go out farther or come back, as opposed to on other cranes when you extend out your boom or
Right. Yeah.
what you call it, or raise it and lower it. Yeah, it's a little different. And what you call it. Um, Sometimes you can add a to get more distance, to get more reach out of a crane, be it a tower, conventional crane, you use a luff and jib to extend out the range. But
Oh, the
yeah,
old
so
Luff and Jim.
yeah, uh-huh, uh-huh. But yeah, that was and then they had me pick up a test weight from the left and to the right, and then put it down. It's you got to do your movements very steady because it's gonna sway all over the fucking place if you don't. You got to be really smooth and gentle with it, if you will. You can't manhandle the controls.
What happened if the wind's
Um,
blowing?
well, after so many miles per hour, you got to shut down because now it's a safety hazard.
Okay.
And a lot of people in my class, they don't like getting into tower cranes, because a lot of people, people in general are usually like scared of heights, and what you got. The other thing that really like is it actually bends forward and back. The cranes are made to be flexible. Like Eric and I were talking about
Yeah,
earlier, if
otherwise they
it's
would snap.
exactly, they got to be
But they also
flexible.
have cables that are supporting the end of that boom too.
And here's the way I look at it. Everybody goes to the amusement park and goes on like the
Yeah,
roller
right.
coaster or what. It's like being on one of those, whatever. Think of it, if you think about it, I guess like one of those
Carnival ride.
yeah, yeah, what you call it? It can be more, let's say, comfortable, if you will. People are willing to go on a fucking roller coaster going 100 miles per hour, but they get a little tripped up on the cranes. So that's how you can look at it if you don't feel comfortable
Yeah,
that way.
like some people get seasick, but they don't get sick when they see.
I'm sick of you. I'm sick of your shit.
They get
Fucking
you.
So when they have these tower cranes, and obviously they're not permanent, who puts
uh,
them up? Is that something that the operators do?
I don't have to conceptualize the fucking amusement park. I don't really give a fuck. But yes, Eric, to answer your question, So the crane operator, people don't realize because you have your crane operator and your oiler. Except in a tower crane, it's usually just two operators because these things are nowadays. They're all electric. There isn't really much, if anything, to lubricate. So, um, yes, but in general, it's usually your crane operator and your oiler, and they go to a job and they build the crane
They
and they put the
assemble it.
counterweights. The counterweights, and then for the bigger cranes, especially tower cranes, usually a crew of people. Um, you got the AED that's in charge, the assembly director. So they direct the assembly and disassembly of cranes.
Okay, but did they use another crane to assemble the crane?
Oh, at if need,
They would
and
have to. Too
well, it
heavy.
depends.
Yeah.
It depends, but and then a lot of these like regular cranes, like truck cranes and like a mobile truck crane, for example. There's plenty of cranes out there that are self-erecting, meaning you can actually build it right out without anybody. But the reason why you don't do that is because it's just a lot faster for whether it be two people or a small crew of people to assemble and disassemble the crane.
Well,
Basically,
a
it's
lot of the
it's just
tower
more
cranes.
productive.
Yeah, a lot of the tower cranes are assembled in what would be the elevator shaft too in buildings. Not all of them, but some of them are.
Some are, but then a lot of the time,
Then
some
they have
are,
to take
but
it out after they're done.
well, a lot of the times they're tied into buildings.
Right.
So
Or
you
in the
gotta,
elevator shaft
yeah, it depends.
because they can
I
go
want to say
around the whole building.
I want to say that I forgot what building it is. I think it might be the Palazzo. They were building a condo, and the
Yeah.
crane is a permanent fixture now. And they
Oh
couldn't
wow.
take it out. Yeah, it's I
Ah,
forgot,
go
there's
figure.
man, it's weird.
Wonder where company. I wonder if it's fucking
I think it's Jake's.
Jake's Crane's out of business. But
Yeah,
yeah,
no, this was a
yeah,
while ago. This was
yeah.
during I want to
That was
say 2008.
yeah, because Jake Dealman. He's the son of Richard Dealman, the owner of Delco, if I remember correctly. And Jake, for a little while, he went out on his own and had Jake's Cranes, but they went out of business, unfortunately. So
So did you hear that?
you got
Yes,
Delco, you got
yes.
You did.
reliable,
What did you hear?
I heard you eating
rel-
that goddamn fortune cookie.
All right, but nobody said nothing. No.
Yeah, because we don't want to stop Jake from talking.
All
Go ahead,
right, all
Jake.
right. Well, then they heard it. All right, go ahead.
sure.
Okay, go ahead with
Fucking,
deal. The
but
deal guy.
you
The big
you got
deal.
you got reliable Crane out here, fucking
Do they
Delco,
do they
fucking.
have any unreliable cranes?
No, it's all this is up to code, OSHA, and all that.
But and then getting into the crane thing. Besides that, to be a crane
Certifications.
operator, there's a lot of certifications and a rigorous training thing to go through to become one, isn't there?
Well,
And
well,
licenses and
well,
certified
so
certifications.
well, okay. It's like this. First of all, to apply for a crane cert, you have to have 1,000 hours of crane related experience,
Mm-hmm.
and depending on the certification,
Right.
um, so it's like OECP has their own, and NCCO has theirs.
Who's that?
But NCCO is like they're like the non-union certification, basically.
Okay.
There are union operators that do have one instead of OECP, but OECP is like the union crane operators certification. So I think updated their policy because like OECP, you need 1,000 hours of crane related experience, and NCCO, you didn't have to. You bought your way in, and then
Yeah.
you studied and tested out. But I think NCCO also makes people have and a lot of the time where you get all that, you get all of your experience. You get most of your experience. You start out as an oiler and a rigger, and you're working alongside the crane operator, and you learn all the ins and outs, how to run it, how to operate it, how to build it, how to disassemble. So you get a lot of that knowledge and know-how on the job training, if you will. And eventually, and just because you have your cert, it could take a long time till that company even lets you hop on a crane and
Right.
operate it.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah. What about the WTF?
what the fuck? But so basically, the way the testing goes, so you have a practical exam, and then you have a written exam, and it's for the model of cranes. So like, there's a test that covers, mobile truck cranes, a fucking crawler cranes with a fucking, lattice boom, telescopic boom cranes, fucking luff and jib cranes, tower cranes, fucking boom truck, and whatever the hell. That's how they,
Then if you get
um
hit in the head, it's a cranium crane.
insane in the membrane.
Well, that sounds interesting. So what else do we need to know about craniums?
Eh, yeah, I think honestly, that should be all right for now.
All
I
right.
think maybe we should go on to the next topic. What is it? What you guys want to do? Talk about the astronauts, right?
I don't know. Eric disappeared. He ain't there.
No,
What?
no,
No, what?
no to the astronauts. Fuck them.
Oh, okay. No more. Nothing about astronauts?
No.
All right. So,
uh,
What do
so
you
now
talk
we're
about?
bypass. Huh?
Nothing. Go ahead.
No, we're bypassing astronauts now.
No, the astronauts say they're welcome home. Today there was a launch. My apologies, I don't have
There
it
was
in front of
another
me.
launch.
There was a launch.
yeah.
It's a SpaceX launch, and it was filled with It was a private launch.
Was it 12 in the afternoon?
No, it was about
Because that's launch time.
Yeah.
no, but today
I got him on that one.
I forgot what time the launch was, but I watched it. It was Fram 2. Fram 2
Ram 2.
mission. Yeah, I guess it was a
Hey, fuck you too, Ram 2.
so it was a Falcon 9 launch Fram 2 to a polar orbit from Launch Complex 39 Alpha at NASA's Kennedy Space Station.
Christ,
I,
did
guess
Welcome
you just
home.
read that? How can you
Welcome.
remember all
I
that
did.
shit?
No,
Welcome.
I remember it.
Welcome
Yeah.
home, our
So
brave
what were
fucking.
they sending food up to somebody or something?
No, it was a research to help advance humanity's capabilities for long duration space exploration.
Where's that going to
w-
the space station?
welcome home to our brave American astronauts. I hope you get your back pay.
Yeah, there was.
There
I think
was,
there was
yeah,
a
there
one
was,
mission that came
yeah,
back.
there was one Russian. Yeah,
So on this trip, now they're
SpaceX.
doing. So they're doing research uh, on long term durations in space.
Those poor
Well, yeah,
bastards.
well, all right, so
Oh,
yeah. So they're doing
oh,
this because they're trying to do the Mars mission.
they just had they're
Yeah.
fucking they're fucking they get fucking their neck starts to hurt when they get back to the ground because the woman because their head, yeah, because down here their head gets it hurts for a while when they get back home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I guess on this
it's
mission,
crazy, man.
there on this mission there was he was either Chinese or from Taiwan. There was somebody
Yeah.
from Norway, Germany, and Australia. So there was
Oh,
four. It doesn't say how long they're. Oh, actually, the mission time so far. It doesn't say. Sorry, but right now they've been up for 2 hours. No, they've been up for 2 hours already. Yeah, yeah,
study
yeah.
study these nuts. But yeah, and a fucking yeah, because SpaceX usually the contract to deliver supplies up there to the space station for the astronauts and shit. If they,
I
well,
don't think so.
They're gonna be destroying it. So the ISS.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe they are.
Depends.
Well, they're doing their studies, whatever it is. Yeah, it's perform exercise studies to maintain muscle and skeletal mass and grow mushrooms in microgravity.
A lot
Yeah.
to do too is like they gotta try to um what you call it they gotta try developing the technology to unless they already have it, but like they got the develop yeah, like on like Star Trek they got anti artificial gravity,
Yeah.
but that's what they have, artificial gravity.
Space, and everybody's walking around on the
Yeah,
spaceship like they're on Earth. So they got
it's
to
an
come up with
artificial.
something to make
Yeah,
gravity inside the spaceship so they
correct.
don't have to float around anymore.
It's an
That's something they
artificial.
got to look to do. Yeah,
It's artificial gravity generator.
and it don't mean lead shoes either.
Yeah. They're all
But you
walking
know what I
around
mean?
in
Now,
boots. Yeah. Oh yeah.
if they can
Absolutely.
come up, and I'm an idiot. I thought of that
Well,
one. If
or
they
you
can
could
come up with a
fucking
way for people to
actually.
think when they're in
Actually,
space that they just
I got
go
a
ahead.
I got a real simple fucking solution besides the lead shoes.
Yeah.
Magnetic soles.
Yeah, magnetic salt. No, we don't.
Yeah,
The
but that
whole
would be hard
idea.
though. Yeah,
You're missing the
that's
point. You're missing the point. It's not about. They can do that now. Any idiot can come up with a fucking metal shoe. I'm talking about.
That's what
I'm
I'm
talking
saying.
about having it like you're on Earth and there's
Yeah.
gravity inside the escape
I
tap, so you
well
don't
yeah.
float
That-
around.
well
Nothing to
no
do with
shit.
any shoes.
Yeah. Well no shit. It's a fucking artificial gravity generator. I'm
Yeah,
saying
exactly. So they got to.
a real stupid simple way without the technology. Fucking magnet
Yeah, I know,
shoes. There
but
you
I'm not
go.
talking about
yeah,
that.
they're yeah, but it's so
They can do that now.
ideally, yeah,
Do it
they
now.
could definitely do it now. So ideally, you are right, Russ. They're talking
It'd
about
be a hell of a. It'd
Star
be a hell of a
Trek.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, Star Trek is ideally how we want to be able to space travel right
Exactly.
now.
You know how they're
Yeah.
walking around.
Absolutely.
They're walking around like they're on Earth. So
Yep.
Yeah.
obviously nobody come up with that technology yet. There's
No.
one for you, Elon. Elon, why don't you come up with an idea trying to make it like you're on Earth inside the space capsule, so nobody's
So,
floating all over the place.
oh yeah,
Everything, and by the way, that means everything ain't floating. You don't have to worry about your coffee cup. You don't have to worry
right,
about
yeah.
all your instruments. Everything is on like you're on Earth. That's what they got to come up. That's the technology we need. Then
So
they
one of the
can do a
things,
lot.
I think like when you're on Earth, like they have these high atmospheric, like fucking Air Force
Well, they
planes,
put them
like
up in an
cargo,
airplane. They let them
like
float around. Yeah.
yeah, because I think I want to say we have like some artificial gravity technology, but
No,
I
they
could
just
be
put them up
mis.
in an airplane, so it's like they're in outer space. They're floating.
Yes.
That's all that is.
Well they do that in the pool too. They go in their astronaut suits down in the pool.
yeah. So
Also.
Elon actually cut
Right.
that.
Yeah,
He
water.
actually
Yeah,
cut that training out because he said it's not realistic.
yeah.
Oh.
So what
Yeah,
Elon
he
got to
just did
do?
that the other day.
You're not realistic.
Yeah.
No, he's got all
So,
these geniuses. No, he's got
so
all
one of
these
the things that
Hey,
geniuses,
they're
genius.
and he's just smart himself. They got to try to figure. I'm wondering if he has ever thought of that to come up with some technology so you're like on Earth.
well, I'm
In
sure they're
space.
trying it. I'm sure they're trying it, but
Yeah.
it's kind of like what is it? Gravitical propulsion. They don't
Yeah.
have gravitical propulsion yet, but I know that would be crazy, and that would be a big step towards what.
Are you talking about propulsion?
Yeah, kind of like flying saucers.
Yeah,
Well, it'd
anti-gravity
be nice
dog.
if, like, maybe they got to put a spaceship inside a spaceship to make it like gravity, or who knows, something like that. Who knows?
Hmm.
Something. That is amazing, though, how that they don't have anything like that now. But it's amazing if they can do it.
Hey,
There
Russ,
must
are
be
you
a
not
way.
talking into your microphone? Are you not talking
Matt,
into the mic?
Yeah, I'm in
Are
the
you
mic. Why?
you-
Mike's in the same place it was
you
before.
talking to me? Are you talking to
No,
me?
hey, just because you're going in and out.
I'm going in and out.
Yeah, like
Is
you're
he?
like you're
in the
not.
same place. It's in the same place it was before.
He's bobbing and weaving, probably
It's
moving
around.
his head. I
Yeah,
Here's
I
what
you
don't
I
know.
got.
probably.
No, the microphone's on the left side, and I got the left ear in on my ear, and the right ear is on my head. That's the way it's been since I've been talking. Maybe
It
because
was
I
a
was moving it around. Do you hear that? You hear that?
one
Do
horn
you hear
purple
this?
flying
Listen,
people
do you
leader.
hear this? What are you hearing?
Yeah, I'm hearing it.
Okay,
Like I
that's
was
what it
saying.
was. It's because I was moving it around with my hand. I was
I'll
adjusting
I'll
it.
be I'll be really honest.
I had to take it and move it. Be
I
comfortable.
I
Okay, go
I
ahead.
have not heard that happening. Maybe it's because your guys are much more powerful than mine because I'm just wearing fucking AirPods. But I haven't heard Russ come in and out. But anyway,
That's because I moved it around because I was adjusting it on my head.
See, right there, it definitely you came in clear, as opposed
Yeah,
to a
because
couple seconds ago.
I'm not trying to adjust my headphones on my head now. They're
came in like
stationary.
a wrecking ball.
Well, anyway, so anyway, they went up, they got them back down, and they already
Yeah.
set some other dudes up, huh?
Yeah, they're going to be doing their playing. I think they're over in Europe right now.
How
But
many?
so these
Four.
so these okay, so these well these American and European astronauts, did they all go up on SpaceX or
There are no Americans. They're I think it's
oh
Chinese, Norway, German, and Australian. But it was a space.
oh
It was a SpaceX. Yes.
oh it was a SpaceX, go figure.
So when are they supposed to be coming back?
It doesn't say that right now.
Oh,
At least I don't have it on here. It's yeah.
oh, all right.
Yeah. The Tesla vandalism.
Yeah, that's a shame. That shouldn't be happening.
No, it's not fair because you know what?
No,
They were loving this guy 3 years ago. They
I know.
loved Elon Musk.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
were
all of a
his
sudden he's
hero.
no
They liked Donald Trump back then too.
Nah, that's not true.
And the thing
No,
that's
it's
The
not.
really,
Democrats, the Democrat, he was in good with the Democrats. Chuck Schumer, all of
yeah,
those
I know.
people back then.
Well, yeah, but the thing that's no good about this is that
He wasn't
I
as
don't
loved as Elon.
understand how.
He wasn't as loved as Elon was.
Look,
Yeah,
you
but we're
could
not
have your
talking about Trump. We're talking about
right.
Elon.
No, you could have your
I'm
political
just
side.
I'm
You
making
could,
a point.
yeah, you could have your political side, but here's the point. To me, my opinion, it doesn't take much to think about. Is there something good going on in the country now that things are getting straightened out and trying to clean up the government from all the fraud and all the crap they've been doing? Now, don't take much to think about that that's happening. And these people are that ignorant that they don't like what's happening. What are they,
Well,
stupid? They like paying high taxes. They like getting fleeced by the government. Then the
well,
hell with them.
the other problem is one, people don't believe that these job cuts are good, and then two, depending on what news outlet you're watching, they're brainwashing the masses.
Yeah, of course. The
So
same thing's happening with the fake news.
so
Yeah.
like like what you call it, like we can look at it rational, like okay, there is a lot of waste, fraud, and abuse in the government,
Right.
so I understand why they're cutting a lot of jobs, but people there's also camp that believe that what you call it by it's doing a lot of harm cutting all these fucking jobs. So it's just everyone and their mother's got a fucking opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one and they stink.
Bill Clinton cut 400,000 jobs. He cut
Hey,
400,000. So all of a sudden their memory went blank. This is
no,
nothing. He's
no, I
cleaning
hear
up
you.
the waste.
Oh,
Now they're cleaning up the waste.
and we
So,
should be cleaning up waste, fraud, and abuse.
but here's the listen.
110%.
Okay, watch. So out of all this, to me, here's the hopeful part. The hopeful part is right. Is that the majority of the people in this country, they ain't buying the bullshit no more. That's why Trump got voted in. Because the majority of the people woke up and said, you know what? We're sick of that crap. So all these other clowns on the side that are causing all the problems that ain't agreeing with it, good luck. Because the majority of the people talk. The people of America spoke. And they said, no, we want to get this stuff straightened out. And that's what's happening. So instead of them accepting it, they're just being spiteful and causing all these problems.
And
They're
what the
trying
whole
to go after Elon. They're going
and
after Trump.
well, the whole thing
It's
too is
bull. But you know what?
and
They're not going to get anywhere because
and
if they keep doing it, they're never going to get in office again,
and
ever.
and we went and we went off a bit off topic. But
No, we're
the
talking
thing,
about what's going on with Elon and all them.
no, what I'm saying is we went a bit off topic. We do want to say that when it comes to the Tesla vandalism,
Yeah, that's right. It's wrong.
we're in, it's what you call it. Um,
Well, it's like
what
Eric
is
said,
it?
they were in love with him before.
Political. You know, political tensions are high. There's a lot of division in this country, but obviously, we at American Bald Eagle don't advocate for what you call it,
Yeah, but
political violence, and
exactly. Any kind of
destru-
violence.
destruction.
Right.
Regardless of what side of the aisle you're on,
Yeah.
let's
Use your common sense. Use your
let's try to
common
be
sense.
let's try to be let's try to be civil about things.
Right and reasonable. Exactly. And
Like I
Eric's
remember.
right. They love that guy. They loved him. Oh, Mr. Green Deal. All of a sudden, he's no good. Wake up.
Well, the thing too is, the founding fathers, they never wanted political parties because they knew it
Right.
was kind of tribalism.
Right.
So it's like I wouldn't mind seeing like because at the end of the day, everybody's got some, some people lean more liberal or conservative, a little bit. Some people are a little bit of both. Everybody's got their own beliefs, and
No, they do, and they're
and
entitled to it. But here's the dumb part.
like I wouldn't mind seeing like instead of political parties like, hi, I'm so and so, I'm running for, these are my platforms. Hi, I'm the other guy, I disagree with those and these are my platforms. All the fucking labels, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
Like
here's the dumb part.
like
You
like
you
I'm a
don't.
re- like I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat,
Right.
I'm sick of I'm sick of the fucking labels. It's
Yeah, but
annoying.
here's the stupid part. All that protesting and all that trouble they're causing,
Yeah.
they're all benefiting from what they're changing and what they're fixing, but they're too stupid to open their eyes and see it. They're all going to benefit from it. They're not getting screwed around. Everybody's getting treated the same for a change,
And and here's the thing,
But
like
they're entitled to their opinion.
you have a right, you have a right to protest. It's your First Amendment
Right, but
right.
do it without
Peacefully,
violence.
you have the right to peacefully assemble. That's
Exactly.
that's
There you
that's the
go.
thing.
And I
But
don't mind them doing that.
what you call it. But at the end of the day, a lot of it's the rich pinning us against one another.
Well, it's
It's
a
the
deep
have,
state. It's a deep state, and people
they
like
want
Soros.
they people like Soros and the World Economic
Yeah, yeah, the
Forum and
deep
fucking
state. Yeah,
all these assholes like fucking Bill Gates and shit. Us the working class, they're pinning us against one another
but it
so
ain't gonna
that
work. You know why?
we
Because it
don't stand
hasn't
up,
worked.
as, common people against the fucking assholes pulling the strings.
Yeah, it hasn't worked though because they voted Trump in
And,
specifically for that reason.
and there was a lot of, this time around, especially this election, the American people were fucking fed up
Yeah,
with shit, and they voted the other way. It's just,
exactly.
and it's so, I guess what you call it,
All right, Eric, what do you got to say about it?
No, I agree. Yeah, it's pretty.
just
I definitely don't support it. It's insane.
a
They
lot, yeah, a
they
lot of
need to be
times,
stopped.
Jake,
we
could you let him
use
talk? Could you let him
oh
talk for a change?
Yeah. So you know what the thing is? They just started getting these people, and then they started doing like they charge them with felonies, and they're
Right.
enhancing the felonies right now. So they're saying a
yeah,
minimum of 4 years.
Yeah, a
yeah.
matter of time it'll start getting straightened out, hopefully, but it just isn't right. Hey, you want to protest, do it peacefully. Don't be burning people's stuff up and killing people and hurting people. Just do what you got to do, but you got to do it the right way. It's part of your
Yeah, absolutely.
constitutional right, but you don't have to go burning shit up and killing people. Anyway, he's dealing with it though, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, he
Just
definitely is.
especially, the this, I mean, every elect, especially this election around, it's just, the
Yeah, they
people,
spoke.
the people have spoken.
Exactly.
It is what it is.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Stop by our social media platforms. We're on Facebook. We have a page there. We're also on X. We have an Instagram, a Threads page, LinkedIn, Blogger, Tumblr, Mastodon, and YouTube. Thanks again for all of your continued support.